continue with this one. It's the North Carolina. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, this kind of matchup is always a challenge. Coach told me bringing a team in here on the road can be hard. This will be an important showcase for his linebacker. He understands this is hard to come back to a place you transferred out of last season. He knows so many guys on the team, but he's talked to him and said, listen, just focus on our team, your new teammates. Don't let this noise get into your head. We'll see how he's able to respond. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. They'll run this play from the pistol. Miller with the ball. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Sends it back in motion. Steve Angeli finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. Wide receiver going in motion. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Here comes the heat. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. Working the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the... on first and 10. Hands it off. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And they got him.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
The ball is out behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Carolina 3, Syracuse 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Finds the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Bunch formation for these receivers. Got it behind the line. It's Weaver. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes second and 7. Tight end now in motion. Throwing Angeli. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Weaver. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. UNC This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of you.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. They'll send the back in motion. Angeli. Catch in the middle, it's Weaver. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They go play action with Angeli. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Here's the pressure. Gets open down the middle. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, the defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession rusher off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5 at 2nd and long. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Weaver. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Running inside, it's Miller. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Grab behind the line. It's Weaver. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Steve Angeli. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Orange converted and picked up that last first down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. The handoff to Johnson. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick release on the RPO. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Orange. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to him on the ground. Powers through the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Quickly out to the tight end. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Angeli on the play action. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Makes the catch. It's Russell.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Angeli from the gun on third down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Orange will have to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. To the air, it's Edwards. Here's a heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right side. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's shipped. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He'll toss it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. Makes it past the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jukes his way for more.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Tight end fumble. Oh, it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Tar Heels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Stepping to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting there, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him.
Got it! They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal forward penalty. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Offense in a bunch formation. The run inside. It's Miller. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Nice move there. Across the 45. Maybe some room here. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so we can come up and make a play.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try. 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. Syracuse right back at it.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Steve Angeli pulls it in. It's Weaver. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Odom. Under fire. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Right back to the well. He breaks a tackle. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. They've got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Tar Heels line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Angelic. Bringing the heat. He's got the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. With the catch, it's Weaver. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Angelic. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Angelic to throw for it on 4th. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cuse.
You know, there's some plays where you just have to have it if you're going to have a chance to win a game, and that was one right there for the offense, David. 4th down, and they come up with a massive touchdown, a big-time play to cut into this lead. There's still time left on the clock, but they have a lot of momentum on their side right now.
And how deflating is that for this defense, man? You got them in 4th down. You got the lead. You got it everything right where you want it. You could almost end the football game, and you give up the big play and momentum back to the other side. That's a terrible play for this defense.
Makes the grab in their space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. On the move. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Here's a little room there. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Using his legs, it's Hall. Turning it on. Picks up the 1st down. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Timeout taken on the field. It's the 2nd called by Syracuse. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Steve Angeli. Nice grab in traffic. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the gun on 3rd down, Steve Angeli. He's taking a deep shot, and he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. We sensed a great deal